On this computer. Okay, guys. Hi, I'm Jenna. This is B. I call her, or Bianca.
Okay,
Um,
well,
we've both been with Monate for a little while now. Sorry, I'm a little hot. So this is product knowledge. It is not a short training by any means. So if you are watching this on a recording, feel free to take a pause, get up, take a breather, because we do have a lot of products. This one is going to be specifically to hair care products. So we do have a skincare line that launched in September of 2019, which is absolutely incredible. There are other skincare product knowledge videos out there, but we're going to just focus on our hair care, this one, me and B. I am going to tell you, I didn't make notes. I've done product knowledge before over the last 2 years, and I didn't bring notes. And it wasn't because I was being lazy or unprepared, but it's because I kind of wanted to drive the point home, guys. It is just hair care. It's not that serious, right? You're not going to ever make a mistake that's so big or so bad that you're going to mess everything up. Um, it is something that we can always fix. That being said, you definitely, as you start to grow in the company, want to make sure that your first month you're watching videos like this, you're exploring the website with us, you're participating in your group chat, not only on your fittings, but other people's fittings. You're taking, kind of challenging yourself to say, hey, somebody threw a fitting in there, I'm going to take a stab at it. Not every fitting is going to be a knock out of the park for our clients. That's why we have so many products and why this company, is so, my email is populating up. Oh, there we go. That's why we have so many products in our line. So not everything is going to be the same. People have different hormones, scalp conditions, pH levels. But by asking questions, giving a proper hair quiz, asking questions, digging deep, taking look at their photos on their, social media to get an idea for what their hair is, by learning about the products yourself, by following up with your clients as you sign them and see how they're liking them, what they're liking, what they're not liking. So you can remember, oh, my one client, Susan, has that exact hair type and she hated Renew shampoo. It was not great for her. So the next time. So that way, hopefully we can start getting as close to a perfect fitting as possible. But again, please do not be nervous. There's nothing that you can say in group chat, and there's no hair product that you can mess up that badly. We will find the right match for your client eventually. Okay.
and there's so many different combos too. So don't be discouraged if you thought it would be something, but then your leaders, recommend something else, because it's not that you're wrong. Just something else might be the tiniest bit better, but that doesn't mean your recommendation is wrong. And there is always so many different combinations you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, by the way, guys, my thing says Madeline Lauer. I'm using her Zoom, but I'm going to put in there my Instagram into chat. I'm Jenna Mazar. And Bianca, if you want to throw yours in, um, I think that we're both like really passionate about product knowledge. So it's something, if you guys ever do have questions, like reach out to us and we can maybe send you a research source to do more information. We are the type of leaders that are not always just going to answer it for you. We might send you a resource, to learn that yourself. But please reach out and say hello if you want. That being said, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually share my screen. I am on my VIP, my first VIP ever 2 years ago was Kim Mazar, my mom. What a lady. And she is going to let me use her account. Let me see if I can move this toolbar a little bit so it's not quite in the way. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just going to dive in and we're going to kind of go by, when you guys are on the website too, this is kind of great information to get to know the website too. If we ever have a promotion going on, a sale, a lot of girls will be like, it's coming up full price, I'm freaking out. There'll always be a tab right here and it's going to say promotions. So whenever there's a sale, be sure to go right to the promotions tab so you're getting that special sale pricing. But we're going to start off just with good old shampoos, okay? Now, let me see if I can toggle this so it's not in the way. Okay, perfect. Okay, so starting off, we can talk about Renew shampoo. You want to just like do every other B?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, perfect. So Renew shampoo, you guys, there's descriptions on there. All of our shampoos are going to be sulfate free. So it's going to say sulfate free on there, but all of our shampoos are. Renew shampoo is super, super hydrating. Okay. It's going to give moisture. It is going to improve the strength of the hair. It's great for people that color their hair. When you color your hair red, or if you're blonde and you're going really dark, you want to lock in that color. Also, if you're light and you're going, like you're highlighting your hair a lot, you tend to dry out your hair, right? You need moisture, hydration. This is a really great shampoo. What it is not great for is going to be someone who is thin, fine, wispy fine hair, super oily at the root, someone who gets oily every day. However, that being said, one thing that we want to, before we get too deep into it, is kind of explain, if you guys are not aware of, when you're asking your clients about their hair, someone can be fine in diameter. I have very, very fine hair. See how skinny and fine my strands are? They're wispy. But I have tons of hair. Look at it. I just it's like thick. So I'm fine but thick, right? Someone can have their actual hair strand can be very coarse. Typically ethnic hair is going to be very coarse. It's going to need a lot of moisture, things like that. So it's important to understand that. For me personally, I love to use Renew, but not as my only shampoo, because when I use it just on my roots twice in a row, because we always shampoo twice, guys, I get really heavy feeling. So Renew is not my only shampoo, but it's great for my blondes. So typically I wash with another shampoo first, like IRT, which we'll discuss in a minute, or black or something like that. And then I do Renew. But it's a great shampoo. It is going to be great, especially to, again, ethnic hair, coarse hair. It knocks it out of the park. But really anyone can benefit for this. I've seen girls with fine hair. It's just not going to be for someone who gets extremely oily, is really what you want to be careful about. So let's go back to shop, and we'll go to our next shampoo, which is Revive, which is one of our original shampoos that the company came out with. So B, you want to talk on that? Are you on? Oh, are you muted? That's weird. There you go.
Hi. Okay, perfect. Revive. So this is going to be for pretty much the opposite of what she was saying Renew is for. So more fine hair. Think of the girl with like very silky, kind of perfect hair that can't hold a curl or can't, it's just very just silky, healthy. For someone who wants volume, scalp wise, this is going to be oil controlling. So if they have a dry scalp, this isn't necessarily going to be the best. If they have dandruff, this isn't the best. It's kind of like universal. The only person you don't want to give Revive to is anyone with very dry hair, very damaged hair. This is going to be, I believe, our third most least drying shampoo.
It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely not super hydrating for sure. I don't know what order it comes in. People have different opinions about everything. I think it's like clarifying, then IRT, then Revive. Revive's, it's definitely not a super hydrating one.
Right, and you have to think, so this is actually expanding the hair strand. So if you take a piece of hair that's already dry, already damaged, and you expand it, it could lead to like a little bit of breakage. So you don't want to give it to anyone who has really damaged hair, bleached, chemically damaged, anything like that. Just someone who has pretty average hair to fine hair who wants that volume. I have gotten my hair pretty healthy now since I do all my oil treatments and all my masks. So when I do want that volume, I'm now able to use it, but it's because I've gotten my hair to the point where it's healthy enough to be able to get that extra volume in there.
Yeah, and it's a great one. It's one of our more popular products. It's pretty universal, but again, like she said, it's definitely not going to be for your ethnic community will hate you if you think that you are going to give someone with coarse, thick, ethnic hair Revive and Revitalize. They'll be like, I look like I got electrocuted. My hair is a poof ball. So definitely right on that. Okay, so Intense Repair shampoo. Oh, I just added it to the cart. My mom's going shopping with you guys right now. Intense Repair shampoo is actually one of my favorite shampoos, and my other product knowledge video got deleted, but in the past I was actually really afraid of this shampoo. I just always thought like it was only for people with extreme scalp conditions, and that's true to a certain extent. what this is really great for, let me start off by saying, is if someone has extreme dandruff, if someone has extreme like psoriasis would be, you would use this in correlation with oil treatments and Renew shampoo. So just a tip, eczema and psoriasis, the great combo is IRT and Renew, and doing an oil treatment every twice a week probably. However, this one is great for extreme scalp issues. If somebody has oil production problems, this in black could definitely help them regulate it. However, that being said, if I used IRT shampoo every single day and that was the only shampoo I ever washed with, I would probably be really, really dry. Wouldn't you say so, B?
Yeah, for
So
sure. 'Cause it's going to be a little more clarifying. Plus, it's making your hair grow at such a rapid pace that it could almost dry it out a little bit more than you would like it to.
yeah, absolutely. So basically, you want to make sure that, you know, this is something that if it is a client's only shampoo, that maybe at least down the line, you start talking to them about working in something else that maybe offers a little bit more hydration for their second wash, smoothing, Renew, something like that. This though is going to be, if you do have any clients that come to you that have alopecia issues, or we're going through struggling with cancer, chemo, radiation, you're going to want to put them on the entire IRT line, you know, in the beginning and monitor them. IRT shampoo, IR conditioner, and the IRT spray, which we'll get into those later. But really great shampoo. I love it. It gets my scalp really clean too. So piggybacking off of IRT, I would say black is kind of similar. So if you want to talk about that.
Totally. And I definitely want your input on this because I feel like black is one where you're going to get a lot of different mixed reviews with. You don't really know what kind of scalp to give it to, what kind of hair type. It's kind of, I don't know, there's so many different resources that say a lot of different things. For me personally, okay, so it is targeted for men. Women can use this. I love it. For me, it's a step under clarifying shampoo. You're getting that really, really clean feeling. It has some tea tree in there, so you'll feel a little bit of tingling. It has the second most capixyl. So IRT is going to have the most of our growth ingredient in it. This is going to have the second most amount of the capixyl in there. This keeps my blonde really good, surprisingly. And that's because it's pulling out so much of just our the everyday crap that's going in our hair just from the air and pollution and whatever products kind of get stuck in there. It pulls it out. So it keeps my hair pretty toned, pretty nice and blonde. Helps with growth. What would you
So
say?
I would say too, the thing is, you know, some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it.
Right.
Not hate it, but like maybe it's just not their favorite. First of all, let me touch on the fact she mentioned capixyl. I can't believe I didn't mention that with IRT. So capixyl is actually infused into all of our products. Products like IRT shampoo, black shampoo, IR conditioner, the IRT spray are going to have additional capixyl. Capixyl, what it means is it is a derivative, it's an ingredient that's derived from the red clover extract. If anybody ever comes to you and says, ooh, red clover extract can be toxic for the body. If I was drinking our shampoo in gallons, I could possibly worry about having some hormonal reactions to it, but luckily for me, I don't drink shampoo, and it's not the amount of red clover that's in there for a topical shampoo. It's like 0.02 something. I'm not a scientist, but it's a very safe product. We've had this tested through and through. So don't ever let someone trip you up when they hear capixyl and red clover. It is a great ingredient, and what that does is this. Capixyl is going to, so someone says, why does your product make your hair grow? And you should be able to tell them off the top of your head. Our product, it has something called capixyl in it. And what capixyl does is it does two things. It decreases follicle inflammation. So sometimes our follicles become irritated, they become agitated, they become clogged. It's going to decrease our follicle inflammation. And also it has Rejuvenique oil in all of our products, which soothes the follicles, and it also cleans out the follicles of any blockages. So with a relaxed follicle, a clean follicle, and a stimulated follicle, a new hair can then come through and grow. So that's a great way to describe why our hair grows and why capixyl is so great. And then the other thing is she mentioned black, about it makes her blonde brighter. So I don't want to confuse anyone. We have toning. We have our purple line and our colored shampoos, excuse me. So we'll talk about those in a minute, but it's not, black shampoo does not like tone your hair. So don't go saying
Right.
that. And what she said is exactly right, is it pulls off the, you know, any of the excess environmental things that might make our blonde dull. However, if you have a client that's using black and they're a blonde and they're saying my black makes my highlights look icky or yellow, it's probably because they're not someone who's as light of a blonde naturally. They don't get lifted at the salon to the level where they have that nice natural bright blonde, and their colorist or stylist puts toner on them. A toner is a semi-permanent color. So if somebody has reds in their hair or colors their hair like dark black, or uses toner on their blonde and doesn't lift very well, and they use the toner to cover the brassiness, black might not be a great option for them because it's going to strip that semi-permanent color off because it is a bit clarifying.
Right. You want to make sure they've had their color. Well, if it's the first time they've kind of been on these products and they color their hair, this wouldn't necessarily be something I would give them right away. You want to wait until they go through that phase of getting all that gunk kind of out of their hair with our, you know, normal or not a clarifying shampoo like this, such a clarifying shampoo, but maybe after like 2 months or so of being on our products, then they can hop on something that cleanses the hair a little bit more, just so you're not stripping out that toner and that color.
Yeah, absolutely. So black's a really popular shampoo, guys. Again, not just for men. It is for women too. And women too that have shorter hair are gonna definitely, they're gonna love this shampoo, I feel like. So don't rule out black. It's a great one. Okay, so smoothing shampoo is kind of my personal fave. Some people, though, again, everyone's going to have differences. My friend Amanda's like, ugh, smoothing, I don't like it. So she's on this call. She's probably laughing. But smoothing to me is a step down. And I don't know if you agree, Bianca, from Renew in regards to hydration and moisture.
Totally.
I don't feel like it's as heavy as Renew. If someone's really, really frizzy, they're going to definitely love smoothing shampoo. I just love it. It leaves my hair silky. I, again, don't use this one as my only shampoo. I like to mix it in with IRT or Revive. So I get a little bit more lift at my root, but that sleek, smooth feeling on the end. But I really love smoothing shampoo. Again, the only time that someone's not going to love smoothing shampoo is if they're really thin, oily, fine. They're going to hate smoothing shampoo. Anything to add to
this,
that?
along with Revive, are two kind of a little bit of our universal ones, depending on what conditioner you're pairing them with. But if you're kind of like completely lost, you don't have anyone to help you, you can't check the resource library, I feel like smoothing is kind of a good
I agree. I agree with that. I don't have many clients that like complain about smoothing, but I do get a few. And that's why it's so important to check in with your VIPs, because they have 30 days, right? You guys, they have a 30-day money back guarantee. It's not going to happen often, but if your VIP absolutely hates a bottle, it's better to keep them for a VIP long term and say, hey, I'm going to call customer service. Let's set up a return. I'll even offer to pay the $5 shipping back for them, right? You made $15 commission off of them. I'm going to eat that to keep a happy customer. We're going to swap out their bottle and get them something that they love. So don't be afraid to check in with your clients and ask them honestly how they're liking their shampoos. We're going to talk about the next one. I'm going to go back to the junior line, but we can talk about clarifying shampoo if you want next.
I've been obsessed with clarifying shampoo. It's been
really, I hate clarifying shampoo.
Oh my God, it's my
I shouldn't say
life.
hate, guys. I love all of our products, but that's the only one I really just don't dig. But
I don't know.
Tell me why you love clarifying. I'm open-minded.
Okay, so I think maybe because I do use a lot of styling products, since I have more coarse hair that requires more just things to keep it tamed. So it's easy for products to kind of build up in my hair. So maybe it's that, maybe that's why, but it gives me such like a clean wash. My hair is just like super light and like fluffy. Like I feel like I'll have those curls that kind of just like blow in the wind, and they're just so nice because my hair is so clean. You definitely only want to use this once every 2 weeks. So once a month, if that. If not, you're going to completely strip the oils of your hair and all of the goodness, hydration going on. But this is definitely something that I feel like everyone
twice max a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, You maybe once more, depending on your hair type and your scalp issues and your hair situation, but a good kind of happy medium, I would say, is 2 times a month to be safe.
All right, I'm
But
reading chat here. We got a couple people that love clarifying. Megan, Chloe. All right, all right. You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not someone who can't be I'm a Gemini, so I'm always open to being wrong. But yeah, I guess I just don't. The only reason I don't like is I don't want anyone to ever give this to their client as their only shampoo is the only
oh
thing.
yeah,
So
no, never.
like B said, please do not say, hey, new VIP, you've never used our products before. I think that you're going to love clarifying and revitalize. They're probably going to be like, my hair is super dry. So just keep that in mind. It's an addition as you create flagships for your clients. I
Right.
really think that you would love to work this clarifying shampoo in your regimen because you let me know who this would be great for, guys. Ding, ding, ding. Black in this is great for someone who tells you, if you ever get someone that comes to you and says that they have hard water,
Yeah.
water, this is their jam. They are going to need this. That leaves a lot of mineral deposits on their hair, and they have a really tough time with their hair when they have well water or hard water. So this would be a great go-to.
Also, after like a real deep oil scalp treatment, like an overnight scalp treatment, you could maybe wash it out with this as your first wash, and then use your normal shampoo as your second wash, and throw a mask in. I love using clarifying shampoo with a mask for
Oh
sure.
yeah, and
It's
you know
kind of
that's
like
a really great point is because sometimes when I do my oil treatments, you're like, God, it really gets stuck in there.
right.
So I definitely agree.
It's like
Okay.
exfoliating your face and then putting like a real good night cream on. You have to.
Yeah. Okay. It's like putting Night Haven on after using the berry
Exactly.
scrub.
Mhm.
Plug for skincare. Okay. Up next, advanced hydrating shampoo. This one gets lots of mixed reviews. So I want
Mhm.
to hear in the chat who likes it, who doesn't. Thumbs up,
Yeah.
thumbs down. I personally have never used it just because I have thick, frizzy, kinky hair. And from what I have heard, it is better for finer, thinner hair
Mhm.
to give a little bit of hydration. But let me see. Some people said it was too heavy, which was surprising because I heard that it's great for finer hair.
You know what's really weird? I Fine hair people love it. It was kind of greasy on me too, and I feel like it smells like a frat dude, and I just am not about it. Like that's the
Okay.
only one that any of my girls, I'm like, if you guys think advanced hydration, go for it. I'm never gonna recommend it because I
I
just
would say it's
personally
a
don't.
good go-to if there's a sale, you want to give it a shot on a finer, thin
Right.
haired girl. I would
Yeah.
say that I have one of my most loyal VIPs. She swears by it. It's the only shampoo she loves. Advanced hydration shampoo and conditioner.
I
So
like Karen
again, we
Caputo
got
loves
Jordan
it.
who loves it, Kelsey who loves it, Elise who does it. You guys, everybody's so different. So never
Right.
be afraid to try something in our line. But sometimes it's best to start people off with something like Revive, smoothing. If they have scalp issues, black. Something a little bit more staple, I guess I would say, and then incorporate something like advanced hydrating to see how they like it. So,
Totally.
and someone else said it helped I heard it's great for dandruff. It helped my dandruff a lot over the winter. I like that we're making this a little interactive too, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I love hearing because I just this one and a couple others, I'm just like, I need to get more outside opinions on them
yeah,
because
because it's like always my personal opinion isn't always going to be right, right? So,
totally.
it's important to know that. Okay, so let's see here. What do we have up next? We are almost done with the shampoos, guys. We're spending a lot of times on the shampoos and conditioners, and then we're going to kind of whiz through the styling products. But again, if you guys need to get up and take a break, this is being recorded, so feel free. It is an intense video, I know. Okay, restructuring shampoo.
So this
Do you want
one,
to do that?
yeah, I feel like this one is as well as advanced hydration. I like to give these on a flagship. I don't like to put anyone on restructuring or advanced hydration as their first products because, again, I saw someone say in the comments, but you kind of want to stick with the classics first. And this one I also like to keep in the system that it comes in. So with restructuring shampoo, it also has the restructuring conditioner, which you're supposed to condition first, then shampoo. So it's one where, and I want you
Still
to
shampoo probably first. It's just going to be a very low lather. All of our shampoos you really got to work through to get the lather, but this one especially is a low lather.
right.
Um, I would say that if you're going to use the shampoo, like Bianca said, definitely follow it up with a restructuring conditioner or use it as it intended as a pre-wash and restructuring shampoo. However, when we get to restructuring conditioner, I know that like Sam Gomes is a huge fan of mixing restructuring conditioner in with any shampoo. She really likes that conditioner. So
I love, and this one actually smells incredible. I love the way the restructuring line smells. I love the mask. But yeah, I like to keep it in a system most of the time, but I guess not, because I would recommend the
um,
conditioner and the mask. It's just maybe with the shampoo along with it.
what kind of hair type would you recommend? That's a great question because we are supposed to be telling you that. This would be for someone who is really, really damaged, chemically damaged, heat damaged. Their hair looks like they have fried it. They have dyed it every which way, up and down a million times. They get highlights every 3 weeks. They are damaged. This is going to heal their hair from the inside out. And yeah, Megan, it's great for blondes, but it
Mhm.
doesn't just have to be blondes. I know people that dye their hair purple, pink, red, something new, every different thing. And when they're doing that, they're throwing bleach on it to get the color on top to stick. So they're like legitimately so damaged, so porous. This is going to fix them. And what the restructuring has in it is our plant keratin protein. So it's keratin derived from plants, which is kind of cool. Guys, you don't have to be a scientist to know our products. I do not claim to be anything other than I am. I've never used big lingo. If you like and geek out on science, please, go do all the digging about why each and every product of ours works a certain way and let that be your thing. For me, that's a waste of my time because I just talk about how I love it and why I love it. So it's up to you on how deep you want to get into that. Would this be good for girls at Biolage to get healthy? For sure. Anyone who really color treats. But again, like Bianca said, I don't necessarily know that like first time up to bat, I'm giving my client restructuring line. I think I'm giving them restructuring line on a flex ship. Unless again, it's a sale, I might do that, but then preface
Yeah.
it. Hey, we're getting you in at a sale. Sales are great times to get in, but let's get you into some other products down the line on a flex ship in a couple weeks to make sure you have a nice balance. Okay, so then up next we have, I'm just going to go through these really quickly as our color enhanced lines. We have Brilliant Blonde, Beautiful Brunette, and Perfectly Platinum. Brilliant Blonde is going to be good for honey blonde, that golden hue, or if you like had those like caramely highlights, I feel like this would be money for it. So if you're a brunette that maybe highlights their hair and wants that caramel look, Brilliant Blonde is going to tone you nicely. Beautiful Brunette, obviously brunettes, it's going to brighten them, make their brunette color look and last shinier and longer between color sessions. And Perfectly Platinum, if you have someone who is brassy, if you ever see those blondes that you're like, God, they tried to go real blonde and it's like, yeah, it's like pea yellow, like, excuse me, but it looks like pea. You're like, oh, you got a little brass in there. You got to go back for another session. This is great. That's purple shampoo. The purple is going to cut and give you that like icy, nice, no yellow hues in there. So that's really great. Do you want to talk about our Super Nourish Oil cream? This is one of our
Yeah.
newer ones.
I love this one. And again, I have very, very coarse hair. I don't have a lot of it. So like Jenna was saying before, she has fine hair, but the diameter of it. So my diameter of my hair is very coarse. I just don't have a lot of hair on my head and I love it. So this is great for that really textured hair, really coiled, curly hair. I can't use it. I have to use a little something else in my scalp since it is so much oil in there. But for my ends, this is like incredible.
Yeah, I love this. And I would say too, if you guys have an ethnic customer, African American, some of, I used to have a lot of my clients that would come in for blowouts were Indian, Pakistani, anyone that has coarse ethnic hair. They would love this. However, I did hear from some of our girls with ethnic hair that they like to mix, maybe even renew in with the oil cream shampoo. Again, this is going to be a very low sudsing shampoo. It's going to be gentle. If you wear your hair naturally curly, this pumps up the curls. Like when I wash with this, my natural waves just look better because I'm not, like when you have another shampoo, it's kind of disrupting your curl because you're scrubbing against it almost. This is real gentle on your hair and it's a cream. It lathers nicely and it leaves your curls intact. However, yeah, someone else said renew with Nourish. So like if you have an ethnic client, renew, nourish, and either deep smoothing conditioner or oil cream conditioner, they're going to love it. Maybe throw in a mask or a leave-in or something like that. Renew is more clarifying. Okay, so then the other thing I want to say too is, I don't know, I just read that comment and got distracted. Oh, but the only thing that you're not going to love is if somebody is fine and thin. They're going to hate this. This would be a terrible match for them. And even me, I wouldn't be able to use this all the time. I can only use this like every couple washes. It's a little bit heavy for me for an everyday shampoo. Okay. You want to talk about our dry shampoo? To me, I technically consider a styling product, but do you want to talk about dry shampoo?
Yeah, so our dry shampoo, so this is going to be the only dry shampoo pretty much out there that uses rice starch instead of cornstarch. So cornstarch is going to get your follicles all clogged. And that's a lot of times why people's hairs are thinning and their hair won't grow, just because your scalp is clogged with junk in there. So this isn't going to clog it up. It's actually going to help your hair regrow. You're not going to get that white residue in there. It gives me a lot of like volume. I love this one. I love it.
Okay, yeah, I do too. Literally, I stock up on this for a flagship in
I like
3s.
that from them.
You know, I don't like to wash my hair a lot. So I am just, and it's just, someone said best shampoo, dry shampoo ever. I have to say, I wholeheartedly agree that when I meet someone that does not like the dry shampoo, I'm going to be honest, kind of judge them a little bit.
100%.
Last but not least, we got our Monat Junior Gentle Shampoo. Great for kids. I would say any kid, you know, over the age of 6 could probably be safe as long as it's not like intense repair. Probably using one of our adult shampoos too. So if you have a mom with like a 10-year-old daughter, she could probably share her shampoo. It's not going to hurt her. But you know, the Monat Junior shampoo, all my friends use it on their kids. Their hair is absolutely beautiful. It brings out their natural little curls when they're a little girl. There's nothing more than like moms love than their girls having a natural curl. I will say, for any of our ethnic clients, if they do have really thick coarse hair, I've heard that some really love. We have Monat ethnics testimonies too, so you can see different mixes from kids that like it. I've heard it's okay for ethnic hair too, but you might want to pair it with something else a little bit more hydrating, but it's not bad for it in any means. Great shampoo, and that comes with a conditioner and a detangler for
If
the
someone
kids,
has
and
a
it has cute
really,
little animals.
yeah, if they have a really sensitive scalp and they still want to use our products, it's great for adults to have. And if you have lash extensions and you're not washing them, you need to, and you need to use Junior shampoo
Oh,
because
no
it's
way.
like,
You use Junior shampoo as your
mhm,
lash wash?
yeah, just
Oh
the
my God.
tiniest.
I'm dying without my lashes. I'm starting to look like that Lord of the Ring person that like,
It's not. You see my hands? and
it's getting wild
quarantine
living
life.
in quarantine. And someone made a comment. I don't know if we mentioned this or you mentioned this, Bianca, but a great comment is it's made from rice starch, not cornstarch. So it doesn't give you that white residue and it doesn't leave you feeling really built up. Okay, so that shampoos. Hopefully everybody's got it, feels good about it. We're moving on. Conditioners. We have our volumizing revitalized conditioner. This one's going to literally plump your hair from root to end. Again, what it's not for: coarse, thick, ethnic hair, probably not going to love it. If they are anyone who's starving for hydration, starving, really, really over processed, highlighted hair, probably not going to love it. If you get really frizzy easier, probably not going to love it because it is plumping and expanding the hair. So definitely though, I think that a lot of people do love it. And especially our fine girls that cannot get volume to save their life, they swear by it. So anything to add on that one?
No, it just is, it's incredible for volume. Like it seriously gives you volume. You know, you like buy those products and you're like, oh, it's supposed to give me volume. This actually gives you the best volume.
Yeah, it really does. It literally plumps from
Mhm.
root to end and gives you, when I wash with it, I notice a huge difference and I notice a lot more volume at my root too. So I actually kind of hated it on it for a while. I don't know, I just like thought it made me too frizzy, but after a while I started going back to it, and I like to use it with a hydrating shampoo to kind of balance, but I really like it a lot. I like to use all of the volume line, our root lifter, which we'll go over, our thickening spray. It really gives you crazy volume. So Brittany said Revitalize is my jam, and Brittany is actually really highlighted. She's really, really blonde. If you don't know Brittany Brown, like, she has the most beautiful blonde hair, but just very healthy. And she definitely still uses Revitalize and gets like gorgeous oomph and volume. But I love it. Intense Repair Conditioner is my favorite. Do you want to talk about it a bit?
Yes. So this one, this is going to be the conditioner with the most capixyl in it. This is kind of going along with your Intense Repair shampoo. This is a great, to me, universal conditioner. Again, if you're unsure of what conditioner to give someone, you can give them this one and they're good to go. It's not going to be our most hydrating, but it's not going to be the least. It's right in the middle. So I love it. It smells great. Very minty.
Yeah, I
And
agree. I love it. It does have like a minty tea tree smell to it, as well does our IRT shampoo and black shampoo. So if somebody's like really sensitive to smells or doesn't like a minty smell, they might not like this. I have had a few people that says weirdly that IR conditioner makes them dry. Personally, I love it. I haven't experienced that. But again, everybody's a one-off situation, so you never know. So that's why we check in with our clients. It is, in my opinion, I agree with Bianca, a nice middle of the road conditioner. If you don't know what to go with, I think it's a safe bet. Smoothing deep conditioner, it's awesome. It's awesome if you live in really humid areas. I don't know if I feel like I just said that really weird. Humid areas. And I'm not drinking wine. It's weird. So Florida or anyone like that, people are planning on going on a vacation. They'll love this. It allows you to get a nice blowout, straight, smooth, sleek look without the frizz. However, a little bit goes a long way. It is super nourishing. It is a little bit heavier. Again, ethnic hair would like this one, paired with a really hydrating shampoo. Who would not like this one is someone who would like, probably Revive and Revitalize, someone who's fine wispy. Hannah just ordered this one on the sale. You're going to love it, Hannah. It's a great one. You can even leave that one, I would say, on for a couple minutes. If you don't have maybe a mask on you, maybe you're traveling and you only have your conditioner, that one you could like make into a mask and leave it on a little bit longer.
I love.
With all of our conditioners though, guys, be sure to, you don't have to avoid the roots. Some people do, but if someone does get oily at the roots, I don't put conditioner on my roots. Everybody's different, but I always tell my clients kind of avoid the like direct root area. I don't slather it on like my scalp first. I start at the ends and I work my way up. So the least amount of conditioner is at my scalp. Advanced hydrating conditioner. Want to talk?
You know how I feel about this whole line, so I'm not the biggest fan, but okay, so deep smoothing is going to be great for coarse hair. I feel like advanced hydration is your deep smoothing for fine hair.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So if you have fine hair that's maybe like blonde and damaged, but it's fine and thin, so maybe it needs some moisture but can't stand the heaviness of some of our more moisturizing, I think that advanced hydrating conditioner would be a good middle of the road one for you. I have some people that do, again, really, really love that one. One of my clients, she swears by it.
Yeah.
Restructuring pre-wash conditioner. We talked about this. It's technically a pre-wash. The reason why pre-washes, this came out and Monat was kind of ahead of the curve on this. Like pre-washes were starting to be all the rage. The reason why you would have a pre-wash conditioner and a low sudsing shampoo is for someone who is already damaged, i.e. someone who would be using restructuring line. They're going to definitely want a lower, they want to, soften the blow to their hair. They don't want a lot of friction on their hair. They don't want a lot of disruption to that. However, I know a lot of people that, and I have some of my clients using something like smoothing or renew, and then they're also pairing it with a restructuring conditioner and just using it in the typical way. So that's absolutely fine. Again, it's going to be someone chemically damaged, heat damage, doesn't just have to be blondes. Anyone who's just really, their hair is absolutely fried is going to love the restructuring conditioner. You want to talk about the three color lines?
Yeah, really quick on the restructuring as well. For me, since I have really coarse hair, if I use heat on if I have events like back to back all weekend and I'm using heat on my hair all weekend, I love using that as like only on my ends as a wash conditioner, because if you put that really cleansing shampoo on your hair that's been pretty damaged and a little bit fried at the moment, it can just like open up the hair follicles.
Ooh.
But it's a great for in case you like color your hair or use a lot of heat at that time.
She's like, can you not? Hold on, let me unmute you again.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, the coloring conditioners, you know, match them with the shampoo. These aren't meant to be used as a sole shampoo and conditioner, guys. So this is meant strictly for color enhancement. It doesn't have the Rejuvenique oil in it. It doesn't have the Capixyl, doesn't have all the good ingredients that the rest of our shampoos and conditioners have. These, again, are something you either mix in with a normal shampoo and conditioner or you're only using a couple times a week.
And yeah, I'm glad she mentioned that. That goes the same for the shampoos. And I'm going to be as bold to say as you guys. I'm going to be honest here. As someone who's licensed in hair, is a brilliant blonde, beautiful brunette, perfectly platinum conditioner a necessary thing to tone their hair if they're already using the toning shampoo? I'm going to be honest, no. Could it enhance it slightly more? Sure. I think that a lot of people enjoy it. However, I tend to think if they want the toning aspects to it, I stick with the shampoo, and I like to spend the money on more styling products personally. I liked them to get more styling products. It's not that the conditioners are useless or bad. I'm not saying that, but I just think that if they already have the toning shampoo, the perfectly platinum shampoo, the conditioner isn't going to make or break that, whether that person is getting the toning that they want. They're not using this, again, like Bianca said, for all the benefits of softness, shine, manageability. They're using this to tone their hair. So I like to spend my money elsewhere for my clients. And I think that when you're being honest with your clients like that, your clients are literally more inclined to buy more from you. Our Super Nourish Oil Conditioner, I'm a big fan again. Again, I couldn't probably use it all the time as my only one. It is very heavy and a little bit does go a long way. Paired with the oil cream shampoo, this is great for someone who is just natural curly hair and they want to bring out that natural curly hair. I can't explain it. It gives a lot of bounce. I really do enjoy this one a lot. Not going to be for everyone though. It's not going to be for fine, thin people. It's not going to even be for, I wouldn't even say medium haired people. It's going to be for people with curls. It's going to be people with coarser hair, thicker hair, ethnic hair. So definitely don't be giving this to your average, mousy brown, fine, thin girl. And then we have the Junior Gentle Conditioner and Junior Gentle Detangler. I think that those are pretty self-explanatory. We used to only have the Junior Gentle Detangler, and we got the Unknot Detangler for adults, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to move on to styling products, or maybe we'll do treatment products next, and then we can go to styling. Guys, I just want to take a break and say this. When you're fitting your client and you send them the hair quiz and you're looking at their answers, it's kind of like, do you guys remember solving problems, like math problems that were a problem solving? And you would have to read the whole problem, and you would take the important key factors to fit that. I feel like that's kind of like what we do. I focus on first, what is going to be their best shampoo match? So what is going to combat if they have any scalp issues, oil production issues? I look at that first. I draw that out. I'm like, okay, that shampoo is great. Do they need a second shampoo maybe? What conditioner then pairs? And then you can start to have fun with it. We have Purchase Plus, which allows up to an additional 25% off. You guys, your clients can get so much product for really not that much money. And our styling products, our masks, all last, I would say, even longer than the 3 to 4 months that our shampoos and conditioners are, if they're using as intended. So have some fun and give them some options. Do not just give someone a 3 standard push. Offer them 4 products with the free only for you. Offer them an option with getting an extra 20% off with Purchase Plus and maybe a 5th product. So have some fun after, but really get down to their problems with their shampoo and conditioner first. Okay,
so
that being said,
on that really quick, just for hair consults, another thing, like she said, focus on the scalp. Another thing, just to break it down, because people are like, how do you do it so fast? I'm like, well, I just figure out their scalp, the health of their hair, and then you can focus on volume and growth and everything else. But the first thing you want to focus on definitely is their scalp, then, how damaged or not damaged their hair is, and then the volume and all the rest.
Agreed. I do agree with that. I just literally always think about problem solving. My hair is really weird now. I don't know why I did that. Problem solving in school and like eliminating certain answers before I moved on to the others. Okay, I will start. We could do let's do our oil first. Our oil is incredible. It comes in the original formula, or it comes in light now, so we can cover them both in one. Our oil is incredible. It has 101 uses. I personally use it on my scalp for treatments, on my brows, on my face, on my lips, on my cuticles. If you have scars, tattoos, there's literally, I'm not going to go over them all. There's literally, if you Google, guess what? Google's a great tool, guys. Google oil Rejuvenique, 101 uses, a PDF will pop up. It's made up of 13 essential natural plants and essential oils. It has omega fatty acids, antioxidants. It is great for the skin and hair. Absolutely incredible. The light version, if someone has an oily skin or really, really fine wispy hair, they're going to like the light version. It's going to be a little less heavy for them. I carry them both, so I mix and match depending on my mood. I do always have a Rejuvenique oil on me at all times. Even in a clutch, I bring a Rejuvenique oil. It is
100%.
incredible. I highly recommend setting it up as your second flagship for your clients. Number one, if their flagship accidentally were to run, it's a very small package to send back, so they don't have to spend an arm and a leg and you don't have to reimburse them. Number two, most clients, if you say, hey, Keela Randall's great at this. Hey, your flagship's coming up. I actually already have a Rejuvenique oil in your cart. It's amazing. It has 101 uses. Let me know if that works for you, if you want to switch out any items, or if you needed to extend that flagship another 60 days. And a lot of times they're like, ooh, this oil sounds fabulous. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is great. Which one do you want to talk about next? I'll let you pick.
I kind of want to do double action hydration serums because they're not talked about enough, and
they're not talked about enough. They are like my top 5 favorite like extra product.
Absolutely. So whenever you get these, it comes with a mask or a cap for your head, and it says to use half of the vial to the whole thing and put it in the shower cap. Let it sit for like 15 to 30 minutes. Yeah. I personally get scared to do that.
I get at least 3 or 4 uses. I used to get my hair blown out and I would be able to bring the vial back to her at least 3 times, if not more.
100%. So again, with very bleached, coarse, damaged hair, I don't even need to use half of the entire vial. I can probably do like a quarter if I'm doing the whole mask situation. But a lot of times I'll also use this just out of the shower. I'll put a split end mender on and then spray like 4 little sprays of this. And it just is like a drink of water for your hair. Or someone that does have a little bit more damaged hair, uses heat on it. You can kind of use this as like a styling product out of the shower just to give it a little more hydration. It's hyaluronic acid for your hair. So it's great. I've seen people put it on their lips. I guess it plumps your lips supposedly. I'm not saying to say that to your VIPs. That's just a little bit of what I've heard. But yeah, this product is incredible. It makes I always say it makes my hair feel like I got a haircut, just how fresh and how light and how hydrated it makes it feel.
I'm out of these right now, and I feel like I'm really just like trying not to. I'm moving. I was supposed to move a lot sooner, but this whole stuff going on. But anyways, I'm out of this, and I'm dying for it. You guys, if you guys have not tried it, your next stop shop would be this. It is a bit pricey, but think about it. If you get at least 3 out of the tubes, you have 3 vials. You're getting in 9 treatments. This is not something that you need to use every single wash. Right. You can use it every other or every 2 washes. It's great. I will talk about intense repair treatment. This is my other jam. Guys, use it. Men could use it if they're balding. Women who have postpartum hair loss, you can pair it with any shampoo and conditioner line. It lasts, I would say I use it often enough where I go through it about 2 months to be realistic with people. Again, I like to set up honest expectations. I don't like to say to someone, this bottle's going to last you 6 months if it's not. Our shampoos and conditioners truly last me 5 to 6 months at the rate I wash them. An average customer, I'd say 3 to 4. However, this I would say they're going to run out about 2 months. And that's just being honest. I like to set up honest expectations for my clients. I use it on wet or dry hair. Gives you all those little J-Lo babies. And I use it in the back of my hair, on my hairline at the bottom. Just anyone who wants more growth, give this to them.
My whole thing back. This
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
hairline grew me back.
oh,
Yes,
you
way
could
back
do
way
like that
before.
sleek bun look and still have those like cute little baby hairs. One thing I forgot to mention is the Capixel. I got distracted. Capixel also decreases, you guys. So it decreases follicle inflammation, but it also decreases DHT.
Mm-hmm.
DHT is the hormone that every single person has in their body, some more than others, and DHT causes the hair to fall out.
Which
So
is clogging up
that is
your
really important.
follicles. Yeah, it makes your hair follicles shrink up. So when you get rid of the DHT, your hair follicles can actually open up. That's why some people experience a little bit of shedding, because when you're opening that hair follicle, your tiny hair is coming out for a thicker hair follicle to come through.
Definitely. Okay, cool. So up next, we can talk. We have a lash and brow enhanced serum. You know, it's going to have Capixel in it. It's one thing I can say about this is if you're talking to someone, a great marketing tip for it is the third of a price of our leading competitors' lash serum. And it is much, I'm not going to name names, but it is much gentler. I was highly allergic and I hear great things about our competitors' lash serum. I'm not going to knock a competitor ever. They have a great product. But our product, the cool thing is I can use it up to twice a day. It doesn't irritate my eye. It doesn't make my eyes bloodshot, and it's a third of the price. So I really like that aspect of it as well. And then we have, let's talk maybe Frizz Fix Smoothing Primer, which I think is another underrated product.
I get a lot of mixed reviews with it. I personally loved it. The only time I really actually used it was when I went to Colombia, and the humidity there is just as bad, if not worse, than Florida at the time that I went. And I went out, had my hair down. I came home and I was shocked with how I had barely any frizz. Barely.
Yeah, I think that this one is going to be one where someone doesn't notice how great it is until they're in a situation that they would normally be frizzy. I will say that my neighbor, I let her borrow it because she was like, I'm blowing out my hair. I'm in Florida. It's going to be so humid. And she was like, holy moly, can I get 3 more bottles? So she was super impressed, and she has really coarse, frizzy ethnic hair. So she was super impressed with that. I would say that that is something where when you're in the situation like B and you're like, I'm in a humid climate, normally my hair would be a frizz ball. I did want to touch back on this. Sorry. It is safe. The lash brow is going to be safe for lash extensions. I've had lash extensions for a year and a half. Every time I go in, she goes, Lord, like you have so many little baby lashes. It's because I use this with my lashes. You should be fine using that. It's perfectly gentle. Mask wise, I'm honestly not going to focus a lot. Personal preference. If someone else wants to make a product knowledge video out there, I personally don't love charcoal gelée hair mask. I think the point of a hair mask is to be hydrating. And if anyone knows anything about charcoal, is it tends to dry you out. So I do not recommend this highly for my clients. How do you feel about that?
So I personally haven't even really used it. I still have the Only For You, but I heard the same thing. I do have a few of my girls who absolutely love it for their scalp. So
we got someone in the chat that wants to fight me on it, and I like it. I like someone feisty.
Right.
Dana likes charcoal. Dana, can you put your hair type into the chat and tell me why you like charcoal? Because again, I love to be proved wrong, and maybe I'm seeing it wrong all the time.
Yeah, I've heard for people with scalp issues, this is a great, if you're oily with dandruff or just any kind of scalp issues, I've heard that this is great.
All right, guys, I stand corrected. We got a lot of people coming in. Charcoal is one of my faves. It has coconut in it. It's great for her like flakes and dandruff. So we're going to say that we like charcoal gelée, but I just would say that if you're drier like me, not going to like it. Like super dry. I'm like I tend to be super dry. So I prefer a moisturizing mask. However, a lot of people like it, and the coconut probably does balance out the charcoal. So good point. I stand corrected. I like you guys and your energy. Super moisture mask is my jam. It's my favorite. Use it as often as you like. Lather it on there. It's just going to give you moisture, hydration, silky smooth hair. Again, a mask is great to add in any regimen if you do have an ethnic hair client. I think that they all love a nice mask, but it's great for everyone. And I think masks are a great upsell.
Yeah, or as a conditioner for someone with that very damaged or a little bit more coarse hair. I personally use it as my conditioner because you're using a lot less of it. So I'm using less than I would of deep smoothing and just getting this, a little bit more hydration from it.
One thing that you don't want to be using as your standard conditioner, though, I do want to highlight is the Replenish mask. Great
Yes.
mask. You want to use it every 2 to 3 washes though, because it does have a really high level of protein in it. And if you do use too much protein on your hair, it can actually cause some breakage. So don't be scared of this one. I love Replenish, and it's some of my girls' most favorite ones. I will drink it up. It's kind of like we used to say before the advanced hydration serum sprays. We used to say this was a drink of water for your hair. Absolutely true. It replenishes nutrients and everything like that. It just is not to be used every single wash, and you would still want to use it with a conditioner. One thing that we didn't highlight on the conditioners and we left off was going to be leave-in conditioner.
Mm.
Our Restore leave-in, I didn't want to highlight that under conditioners because I want to preface it. A leave-in conditioner is not replacing a standard conditioner, you guys. Get that out of your head. It's not going to take its place. A leave-in conditioner is in addition. People who swim in the pool, chlorine or salt water, love the leave-in conditioner. I love it for air drying. One of my top 3 favorite products, and it's been one of our OG products. How do you feel about leave-in? Do you love it?
It's good. I like it.
She doesn't like it as much as I do, but she likes it.
I
Do you
think
want to
I'm
talk
not,
about
I'm not
Rejuva
one of
Beads?
me. Oh, yeah, ride or die, Rejuva beads for sure. It's actually mending your split end, which if anyone has split ends, if someone has their hair down and you can read a book through their ends, they need to be cut. There's no such thing as mending a split end for life. It's just it's a band-aid. It's a fix, but a really, really great one so that your hair doesn't continue to break. So if you take that hair and it's split, it's gonna break off. So we're just mending it so your hair isn't breaking, and go get it cut.
Yeah, and so this one you want to apply, and you want to make sure your clients know how to use your products, right? So let me take down my hair for this one and show you a great way. So I got out of the shower, I whipped down my hair. By the way, can everyone, it looks like it's pinned on Bianca's, but it's not, but can you see my face when I talk? Yeah?
I
No?
see, Neil.
Okay, cool. So I just want to make sure I'm not doing this for no one. So you get out of the shower, you towel dry your hair. You can really put products in any order, but the important thing to remember with Rejuva beads is this. I would say 2 to 4 pumps depending on your hair type. Rub it through your hands. Mid shaft to ends, you're going to bring it down your hair in a downward motion. I like to twist, twirl, pull it down, and then you're going to stop. Hands away from your hair. Do not brush it. Do not play with it. Let it sit for 60 seconds and let it go to work before you start messing with it, blow drying it. Let it do its job, okay? So that one is one of our best sellers. And again, with Purchase Plus, this is what I love about Purchase Plus. You get someone with a $30 shampoo, a $40 conditioner. I know these products off the top of my head. That's $70. And then maybe you want to add in our leave-in conditioner. I think it's like $28 or $29. You're coming in just under $100, but you add in the Rejuva beads. They're going to be exceeding the threshold. I think it's $128 for the second threshold for Purchase Plus, and they get an additional 20% off their entire order, which means that they're getting 35% off retail pricing. You guys, it is a great add-on to anyone. Would love this product. And when you show them their options, and the option 2 says, add-on Rejuva beads, are award-winning 60-second split end menders. It literally will mend your split ends and leave you longer between cuts and save you money at the salon. And you can add it on and get an extra 20% off. People are going to go nuts for you.
Really quick, I wanted to answer Amber's question because that's a good one. For this combo, you would definitely want to do, like Jenna said, doing Rejuva beads. Definitely first, just on your ends, let it sit for 60 seconds, and then you want to do a primer. So the primer you're putting kind of, not too much in your roots, but on the rest of your hair. So anything that says primer, you want that to be the first thing, and then you can do your leave-in. And as well as thermal protect. So you have to think that's going to be the last thing you put on your hair. So it's protecting your hair strand.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Good question. Interforce restructuring serum. Again, that kind of goes with the whole restructuring line. I personally I like other products more to start people on, but they say what it does is it's a dual pump. Tip, when you get it out of the mail or you tell your clients that are getting it, hit a few times really heavy on the bottom, at the bottom of your palm. Because if you don't, there's air pockets, and that dual pump, it will just sometimes come out the one side, and then your client's going to be complaining that their pump isn't working. It's a lot easier. Tell them from the start, really bang that on the bottom of their head. It gets rid of the air pockets. They can do the dual pump. One's more of a cream serum, the other's a gel. They form together, and what they're doing is healing the hair from the inside out. I hear great things about it. It's, again, for the whole restructuring line, really works well with it. Plant-based keratin and protein in it. I think some people liked that tip about banging it. I just said banging it. Yep. Okay. Let's go to styling.
Next.
Okay, so we'll probably wrap this up in about 20 minutes, guys. We appreciate your patience. Again, if you're watching at home, get up, stretch, but maybe everyone should stretch, take a little break. We're almost done here. Do you want to talk about our 2 hairsprays together and what's different about them?
For sure. So, I mean, I feel like everyone has a little bit of a different opinion about it. I would prefer the Flexi Hold. I think it's a little bit lighter, not as sticky. You do have the option on there to spray more or less, which, I mean, that's cool. But I mean, I don't.
Yeah, so I would agree with that. I would say that the Refinish Control hairspray, like if you are going to like mother effing prom,
right,
and it's 2007 and you have your cornrows like I did, with those little pockets, and you want that stuff like stacked, and you tease your hair to the heavens and you don't want to move for the night, Refinish Control hairspray is going to lock it in. Okay, Studio One Flexi Hold has 2 different dials of how fast you want the stream out, and I would say it's a more movable hold, but both are great. Some people, like my older crowd, really loves the Refinish Control hairspray. My older crowd probably lived their 20s and 30s and 40s in the 80s, and that was like higher the hair, closer to God. They like a tight, hold. They're gonna love Refinish. My younger girls tend to like the Flex. Hold on, I'm just looking. Someone has a question. I missed if you guys went over shampoos and conditioners. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jessica, that you missed that. Love it if someone wants to help her out in group, or you can rewatch it on the replay. We are recording this, but you can go back and watch about the restructuring. Okay, what about Reshape Root Lifter? What do you think?
I am really ashamed to say that I've personally I've used thickening spray, I've used the mousse, and I've just like never used it because I always use thickening spray.
You're messing up. The Reshape Root Lifter is money, honey. You want to make sure with all of our styling products, really like shake it up. Same with IRT. All the like good ingredients sit down at the bottom, and when you give it a nice, think of that song like Shake It like a Polaroid picture. So Reshape Root Lifter, my jam. Shake it up really good. Spray it all over my crown, and it really like gives me a nice lift to my roots. I love it, and I love to use it with the thickening spray. The root lifter is going to go at your crown, at your roots, but the thickening spray, you just spray that bad boy all over. And does it not? Have you used thickening spray?
Oh, I live for it.
It smells. Why does it smell so good? I like love it.
I will say with thickening spray, if you have that girl that likes very sleek hair, will probably not like thickening spray because it does give it, to me, it gives it a little bit of a texture in there. So it does plump the hair strand and actually thickens the hair. So if someone's used that really soft, pin straight, but they want it thicker, maybe give them like Revive shampoo or something. I feel like this gives it a little texture in there.
Definitely. Our blowout cream and our thermal protect styling shield, I'm going to talk to you in both. Blowout cream is one of our OG products. I probably am a little bit more, I prefer it even over thermal protect styling shield, but you could use both essentially. So a blowout cream is going to be great for a blow dry. It's supposed to cut your blow dry time in half. It's silicone free. So a lot of heat protectants out there coat your hair in wax and silicone and suffocate the hair underneath. This is not going to do that. It's going to cut your hair in half, or dry time in half. It is a keratin treatment in a bottle. It gives you a bomb blow dry. But I also use it dual because for a long time we didn't have a heating tool specific thermal thing. So I'm old school, and I actually will use a little bit of the blowout cream on my dry hair, a very tiny amount prior to using heating tools. If you have someone that doesn't blow dry at all though, and strictly just lets their hair air dry, but maybe uses curling iron straighteners a lot, give them the thermal heat protect. That protects up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. Let me click on it to double check myself on that. I don't know if it even says that until the bottle. I think it's 450 or something, like it's something crazy, which no one with our products, by the way, should be using anything above 400 degrees Fahrenheit because our products eliminate all that buildup off of your hair. So you don't need, so a lot of heating tools have up to 450 degree Fahrenheit because it has to get through that waxy buildup to even get to the hair, to get the curl to hold, or to get the hair straight. Your clients are going to have their hair in their most natural, pure, amazing, beautiful state. Please let them know to turn down their heating tools. They do not need to be scorching their hair anymore to eat through wax and other product buildup. So super important. Blowout cream, thermal protect styling shield. I feel like it's a personal preference. Try them out both. See how you like them. Do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about next?
I kind of want to talk about dry texturizing spray because
I'm kind of jealous because that's my favorite one, but I want you to go. I want to hear.
It is life, guys. Okay, I used to use, before this came out from Redken, there was this product called Windblown, and I loved it because it made your hair look windblown. So if you had curls, it just made it look like you rolled out of bed, you look good, your hair has a ton of texture, a ton of volume. That's what you're getting. I feel like it's a mix of like dry shampoo and a light hairspray. I don't know. It gives
anyone like watching, like my hair doesn't look good right now because it's not like blown out or anything, but like if I want, it's like, I hate hairspray. Not that I hate ours. I'm not a hairspray person. I don't like my hair to stay in place. I play with it. I toss it. I like to look like I just like have that undone. This is it. Like this gives you like a hold, but a movable hold. And I really love it for everyone. I think everyone should have one of these if they like a volume or a movable hold. It's my new fave.
Love.
Okay, anyone have any questions so far? Put them in chat. We'll check them when we almost wrap up at the end of this call. A knot detangler, you love it?
Love. I feel like I like this. So for me, which is weird because I do have coarse damaged hair, leave-in was still a little bit heavy for me. I don't know. Wasn't a huge fan. And now with this, I feel like it's a lighter version of the leave-in. Plus it comes in the spray form, which spritzes out very lightly. And I don't know. I love everything about it.
I tell my clients, if you get if you get the tangles, you put this on, it's gonna smooth out like butter. All right. It's like butter for your hair. It's going to literally, you're going to be able to comb through. It is incredible. When they came out with this at our director's retreat, not going to lie, I kind of was sipping on Haterade that day. And I was like, what the heck? We already have a detangler. Could we get more original? I was kind of pissed. And then I tried it and I was like, holy moly, where has this product been my whole life? I absolutely adore it. So I think it's a must try for any of your tangled clients.
Love.
Curl cream is great for curly hair. There's curly hair YouTubes and IGTVs from some of if you guys know any of our curly hair tutorials, you might want to put them in the chat. I forget who has a really great one. I know Steph Green does some of the curly hair ones, but if you have like more of a spiral curl cream's going to be for you. If you want more of that beachy wave and you just have kind of kinky wavy hair, air dry cream is going to be your jam. Both are wonderful though. Our mousse, great to use in correlation, I think, with the curl cream, or if you want more of that wet scrunch look. Back in the early 2000s, it was real popular to like have scrunched hair. You would come out of the shower and just like literally like scrunch it and it had this like wet look. You look like a wet dog. Do you know about that?
Well, duh, but I'm going to say I did use the mousse. My last wash, I put the tiniest bit of air dry cream and literally like
a pump of the mousse.
Not even a pump, like a quarter of a pump of the mousse. I put it in my hands, I scrunch my hair like that. And I have naturally curly hair, guys. So I did that and I had the most beautiful beachy natural waves.
Yeah, a lot of people love the mousse. I think it's underrated. I think that if you like to have like a little messy curl look, lightweight, but a little bit goes a long way, I think, like Bianca said. And you like need a pump or maybe half a pump.
Half a pump. Do not use a full pump. I'm telling you, the first time I used it, I had to rewash my hair. I hated all of our styling products because that's what we got in our kits back in the day. And I put normal, like 2 pumps, like I normally would with products. You need if someone doesn't like it or says it makes their hair sticky, they're using too much.
Yeah. And so I think that's the thing is like, it can give that sticky look if someone's not, but if some people still like that sticky look too. Right. So if they do, tell them to like layer on 3 pumps and they'll get that wet look. But some people don't. But Ebony said, she goes, I'm a curly girl and it's so good. I can't live without it. Cassandra said, it's one of my faves. I literally bought everything she has in her. Oh, she put something about a curly haired video. Perfect. Resculpting instant scalping to taffy. Wow, I'm getting like.
Are you sure you're not drinking my wine?
I'm not, but like product knowledge videos, you guys, you try to do when we get through and we need a drink. They're long. But yeah, the sculpting taffy and the styling clay. Brittany Brown loves to use the sculpting taffy, I think, on her curls. I do too.
Yeah.
So like Gabby Hosick does too. After you curl your hair, if you want to take a little bit and mix it with the oil and kind of twirl your hair in the way that you had it around the wand, it really holds your curl nicely into place. A great add-on
for
product.
days. And also for flyaways, these are great if you do a slick back bun, if you do ponytails, perfect for making sure those flyaways are.
Like literally, I would like, if you could like use like a toothbrush and like pat that stuff down so it has that J-Lo look. I like it. Okay, the styling clay is going to be our men's version of it. I think styling clay is a little bit stronger of a hold, but women could use it too. We have pet stuff that's really straightforward. If I have to
just to touch on the tussle texturizing, that one's going to be almost like your salt spray. So for someone
I ignore that this one kind of exists. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't really use it often unless someone specifically wants. I know like the Bumble and Bumble salt spray people used to die for. So this is kind of like a replacement.
This says mist here, guys. I just want everyone to be aware. It is not a mist.
Not mist.
It comes out in a straight stream. So if your client does want to try it, you spray it into your hand and then tassel your hair. If someone's going to ask about this, direct them back to the dry texture spray is my go-to. Yeah. I've been in the business 2 years. I mean, maybe there's someone out there, again, I could be wrong, that loves the tassel texturizing mist, but I would prefer my client to be using the dry texture spray. And it's not a mist. It is a straight stream. Did we get everything?
I think we got the good stuff.
I like definitely need a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, guys, in general, do you have any like one-off questions? If you just like joined late, please don't be like, hey, what's this shampoo good for? But pets, you want to go over pet stuff? We can do it. We can, you know what? She has a pet she loves. I have a pet I love. Let's do it. So our pet stuff is pretty cool. The gentle wash and then the deodorizing spray can be sold separate or together, but they're actually pretty amazing. You use it on your dog, right?
I do. He loves it. Smells great. I'm not gonna lie, I have used the freshening up spray on myself. It is a very clean smell. Maybe like
do you use it on your body, like Axe?
I was just like in a hurry one day. It was there. It has a very clean smell. Just spritzed a little bit. I was on the go. Just worked out. Didn't have time. It was great. So
she's literally spraying her pits with our dog wash. I love it. But no, the fresh deodorizing spray is like bomb, and it's because it literally, like, basically when you see those Febreze commercials and it's like it traps odors and locks them out. I literally could do a Febreze commercial. Traps nasty odors and it pulls them out. That's what the deodorizing spray does. And they say it smells positively amazing. So I mean, if you love your dog and if you want to save on groomers are expensive, guys. I'm sorry, but are expensive, and a lot of people have dogs that they cannot, like, I take my dog once a month to the groomer because she can go that long. But there's some dogs that get dirty and they need to be washed like every couple days, every week at least. People really could be reordering this quite a bit, okay? Only for you products, guys, if you're new to the company, they're always going to release them. These are always going to change. Just first of the month, let's be aware of what they are. Read the product special sheet on it. Also, if you guys need, let's go to, I'm in my mom, so I can't. So let me see if I could log out real quick, and then we promise we'll let you go. But I want to make sure everyone knows how to find the resource library. Please, people, don't look at my back office. Let's go to I covered that nicely. Let's go to the resource library. Woo, it's a party. Resource library, if you haven't done Market Partner Academy or gotten familiar, get with the program, guys. Okay, so we have skincare product information and we have hair care product information. If you guys want to know any more, if you want to be a scientist and get to know it, guess what? You click on it. There's product videos, product information sheets, training guides. They separate shampoos, conditioners, treatments. I went through like on the sales end, but you could literally go through the leave-in care, the styling, everything we just went over. Guess what? It is all in the resource library. So take some time for yourself, get acquainted. We would love to have you. And other than that, oh wait, I'm putting it back on there. Anyone, let me stop sharing my screen. I think that we did a great job, B.
I think we did.
You could use, or someone said that they suggest using the pet spray on their furniture. I like that. You could probably do that. All right, guys, thank you so much for staying with us for the entire hour and 18 minutes. We appreciate your attention. It's going to be up. I'll upload it. I'll make sure all your leaders have it for your team pages. You guys can go back. We love you. Get to know your products. The more you know, the better you sell. Anything?
I think we're good. Thank you guys so much. And if there was anything that we didn't touch or you have more questions on, feel free to reach out. Always here.
Yeah, we might direct you though to the resource library before and make you answer it yourself, and then we'll help you more. But yeah, please do reach out. We love it, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye, guys.